Hello you guys, what is up and welcome back to another vlog. I realized while editing this that I don't have a formal intro greeting you guys, and so why not just do it in voiceover form. So hello and welcome back. I hope you are excited for fall as much as I am. Buckle up for this week's vlog. It's pretty chunky with a lot of different things. We get new shrimp, for example. They get a whole new home as well. And then I also have a nice little mental breakdown and work through it with you, and it is definitely podcast material, which I am working on. Just give me a few more weeks and it'll be out. And I'm really excited. So yeah, let's jump right into the vlog. It was my co-resident's birthday on a few weeks ago, and just because of our schedules, we never got to give her her gift. So I'm gonna just pack it really quick. She has a dachshund, or like a little wiener dog, and so we got her these little wiener dog slippers. She has a dog that looks just like this little wiener dog, so we got her these slippers. I have a pair from Amazon. Her and I always say, "Hell yeah, brother." Like Hulk Hogan, rest in peace. And so we got her this little Hulk Hogan stickers that she can put on her water bottle, because she has a bunch of stickers on her water bottle, and I thought it was funny and cute. And then finally, these are my favorite mugs of all time. It's from the brand Fellow, and it's just these little like coffee tumblers. I like them so much because they have that little filter inside that you can pop out, and if you put ice in there, the ice won't like fall in when you drink from it, and it's just really nice, very compact, and then also very aesthetically pleasing. And so I thought those were cute. And then my other co-resident's getting the card and flowers for her, and we'll give this to her on Thursday at Didactics. I'm still on my gyn-onc rotation. I think I'm halfway through, or I have two. Yeah, I'm halfway through. This is my third week out of 6 weeks. Today is an administrative day, which I really appreciate just because I got a lot in my inbox for all of these patient results. And we do have clinic tomorrow for gyn-onc, so I've just been prepping all of the clinic patients for that. And then I also have a lot of stuff to do on my plate. For example, I've started it, but I have not finished it in any way, shape, or form. A presentation that I'm doing, as I was invited to speak at the UC Davis Pre-Health Conference, and it's a national thing, happens every single year. I actually went to it when I was starting my pre-medical journey, and I wanted to get exposure to all these different fields and make connections with people, and that's actually how I got to shadow a cardiothoracic surgeon, and it was a really good conference. So if you're in the area or able to go or travel to the area to go to the conference, I do recommend you go. And yeah, and I can meet you and say hi, because I will be presenting there and doing a workshop, which I'm excited about. But yeah, I need to do that because it's coming up in like 18 days, 19 days, and your girl hasn't really started it. Well, I have, but not the meat of it is not there. I'm still in my PJs. My face is not washed, anything like that, because I have been working my tail off this morning. If you guys are curious about my skincare routine, I did put that in last week's video. The products, yeah, they are great to have and can really add to the routine. But what really makes your skincare routine is what you put in your body, what you're feeding your body, your exercise, your hydration. Like, how are you treating your body? Are you drinking a bunch of alcohol? Are you smoking? I'm gonna wash my face and kind of get ready for the day because I just feel bummy for still being in my pajamas. Quick little Trader Joe's. Whoa. Quick little Trader Joe's grocery haul. I could not resist a Danish Kringle. This is the pumpkin one. Oh my gosh. Rosemary and sea salt potato chips. Braciola. I love this for braciola for sandwiches. Red for Patrick. Rosemary ham. Harvest apple salad kit. Spinach for our pasta tonight. The Harvest Blend tea. Mini croissants. You can tell we went to Trader Joe's hungry. Steak for tomorrow's dinner or the next day. Chicken meatballs for pasta tonight. Shredded lettuce. Fig cookies. Patrick's indulgence of candy. My indulgence of little gummies. Pasta sauce. Peaches. And then we got those little cinnamon broomsticks for the aromatics of the place. And yeah, we're going to make some little sandwiches for lunch, and then I need to resume all of the work I need to do. just want attention.
I got some of her birthday gifts, but she can't know.
We need to address the real issue at hand here. The murderers. I never showed you guys. Well, I'll insert more footage now, I guess, of our shrimp.
Well, I really don't know what we have to do, but I just filled this with some more water, but also I know the pH in their water is way different than the water I just poured in from my copper kettle, and it's definitely different than what's in there. I hope this microphone's recording. I don't believe it was before, but also I just turned it on. We should put some of our guys' water into a jar. This is Rachel. And then the other 50% filled with their water and let them sit in it overnight. I'll do it when I get home. I thought this was more dire. That's why I'm doing it now. Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna work. The existing shrimp is like, what the F is going on? You know what? He's got so many plants. The two of them rather. He could spare a little bit. At least one guy is, yeah, they're both, the existing two are happy as clams or silly as shrimp. As you saw, this box that they came in, I was half afraid that I'd open it up and maybe they sent the wrong animal and like a tarantula was in there. And that's kind of why I was recording too, in case it got me. So there we go. I got them a new home to surprise Rachel, so they'll be able to live in a much larger abode. I'll set this up so that we could see her meet her new babies. You okay?
Hey, whatever, we got new shrimp. Hi, please. Oh. Patrick's recording, but I was crying.
I didn't know.
Sorry. I was crying, you guys. I had no idea who was recording. Yes, as you can see, it didn't go quite as Patrick had planned. He wanted to surprise me with the recording and then the new home for the shrimp, but I was having my mental breakdown this day, and so I came home crying. Obviously, all of this cheered me up so much, and we went to the store to get some gravel for their new home and then some aquatic plants for them, and we spent the evening transferring them into their new home.
Good work.
We did it. Cuties. We ordered new ones. Who knew that you could order shrimp on Amazon? But we did. We had 2 in our prior jar, and I've had them, I think, since my first year of residency. And we ordered an additional 10, maybe 11, minus 1 now on Amazon. And they came from who knows where, and they're living in here now. They're so sweet, but one passed away. And I don't know if that was by force or just by nature's course. There is snail, blue lightning, and LaCroix. They're the only named ones. Having shrimp are great. They're very therapeutic. They're sweet, low maintenance. They are self-sustaining. We don't really feed them anything because they just eat whatever microorganisms that live in here. Anyways, I am home from Gyne-Onc Clinic. We had clinic all day today. It was actually pretty low key. I'm tired.
It's October now.
It is October. It's October 1st. I posted on Instagram today. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday, everyone. And more importantly, happy October 1st. I didn't check Instagram from when I posted that. It was before clinic. And then 8 hours later, I checked again. And everyone's like, it's Wednesday. I did a cardio workout today. 60 minutes of walking on the treadmill. I have been watching The Wizard Liz since she came out with her first video. I don't know when that was. She needs to be studied. She is just quite an interesting phenomenon. She is a definition of like independent boss babe. I'm gonna make my little protein shake. These are from Costco. I really like them. I am doing my Levels protein in this. This is unflavored. And then atop, I'm gonna put in this Oikos protein shake, 30 grams. Delicious. Good morning, you guys. It is Thursday morning. I have been up for an hour now. It's 7 o'clock. Didn't get up at my normal 5:10 today. I don't know. I just wanted to sleep a smidge longer, but I have been doing all of my studying this morning. I just have to do my prologues now. I just have didactics today. I do have some onc stuff that I need to do, and then prepping as well for next week. I love this Chobani creamer. We're doing the caramel macchiato one. Collagen peptides. I don't know how much collagen actually does when you put it in, like as adding it to your foods or drinks or whatever, but I do it because it's 10 grams of protein and it mixes really nicely in the coffee without making it super clumpy. I have been working all morning, you guys. I've been doing chart prep nonstop. I've been doing all of these inbox things that have been sitting there. And every time I thought that I was completely done, I'd press refresh. And sure enough, more tasks would populate. New patients would show up on the schedule, and which is fine. It's fine. I'm working, but I've now shut my computer because I do have to head to didactics. It's 12:30. I'm wearing Janu as always. This is their breast cancer awareness set, the little embroidery you can get on any scrub during their campaign. I will see you guys when we're back from didactics. I had a really rough week last week and I didn't really vlog at all because of it. I was just feeling super down on myself and I had these thoughts in my head of feeling stupid, feeling dumb, and they had actually rolled over from the week prior and they just felt really strong last week. So I didn't want to vlog at all. And if you recall from that last vlog, the feelings were starting when I was holding my prologues and I was like, I'm feeling stupid, feeling dumb, and I need to do something about it. I just feel stupid. I don't know why. Yeah, I have been battling these kinds of feelings and imposter syndrome a lot and intermittently throughout my whole life. It happens at work, and just because of how the nature of residency is, when you think about it, if you're not a resident, all day you are getting constructive feedback. You're getting feedback for everything that you do, the way that you speak, the way that you present, the way that you pitch plans, the way that you operate. If you're in a surgical specialty, like everything all day you are getting feedback about. And it's so important that we get this feedback because this is how we learn. And the way of delivering that feedback to a resident is really important for the way that it's received to the resident. And regardless, even it can be delivered in the best way possible, but hearing it over and over, sometimes the way that we interpret it, at some point when you're just tired and stressed and you're feeling the weight of all of this, you're just like, dang, all of this feedback to me means that I'm just stupid. And I know that that's not true, but in my brain, sometimes it gets to a point where I'm just like, I'm so dumb. Like, what am I doing? And it's super hard to shut that little voice up in your head when you're feeling like this. And it got to a breaking point where we were doing our mock oral board thing that we do in my residency, which I'm very grateful for, but it makes me very nervous when I do it because all of a sudden I black out, and I feel like I can't recall anything. And I know these things. I know, and I've proven to myself over and over, and especially in patient care settings, like I know these things that I'm being asked about. I just haven't been feeling smart. I just haven't been feeling smart lately, and I think that it has to do, I shouldn't have to blame it on anything, but I think it just has to do with like being on Gyne-Onc, and there's like just really complex material, and like I just don't have any confidence. I've been trying to take matters into my own hands and just study everything that I don't know. I wish sometimes I just wasn't so hard on myself like right now. I feel stupid, but I'm not. I don't know, you guys. I'm just, I don't know. I need help. Yeah, I had a really hard time. Sorry, I hope my camera doesn't die, but I think I just like plugged it in. So I hope that it's actually going to charge while I'm talking to you. Essentially, I like to share these things with you guys and these weaknesses. And although they feel like you're weak, it's actually a strength because it's just showing that you actually care about what you're doing and you care to learn more. You care to fill in those gaps. And wouldn't you rather be someone who feels those weaknesses and wants to fix them versus someone who is overly confident and doesn't care to try and compensate in any way because they don't think that they need to? And so I would much rather be someone who is questioning themselves from time to time and can persist and get back up and try even harder. It just shows resilience. It's getting darker as I sit here and chat with you guys, but you know what? something that I do, and maybe it's a little bit morbid, but sometimes when I'm spiraling so hard, I have to tell myself and just like snap out of it real quick and be like, you know what? At the end of all of this, at the end of the day, at the end of your life, all your feelings, all of these problems, all the woes, they won't matter, because at the end of the day, we die and we won't exist in this physical form. And that's really relieving. That relieves a lot of pressure, because you're just like, yeah, actually, I'm out here doing my best with the time that I have here in this physical form. Why worry? And at least in the way that I believe how our lives are, and maybe that's not what you believe, the book has already been written. I think that the trajectory is already there and we are going to follow it. Just don't worry. Don't stress, because you're going to end up where you're supposed to be at the end of the day. And after all of this, it's not going to matter. It's going to disappear like that. It's gone. That's at least what I tell myself when I'm in crisis spiraling mode, because it's really a reality check. Maybe that's a tool that you use, and I do find it very helpful. Let me know what you do to overcome these feelings as well. I would be interested to hear. So yeah, after all of these years of uploading content like this to YouTube, I still have some hesitancy when I'm posting vulnerable clips like that. But you know what? We're all human, and I don't know why we need to pretend that moments like that don't happen. And so I'm just going to keep it real with you guys. That's what this channel is about. And I hope that my message resonates with you. I hope that it doesn't, because that means you've felt what I felt. But if it does, and if it's helpful in some way to share the way that I work through these things, then that's what I'm here for. So I hope you guys enjoyed this week's vlog. And until next time, take care of yourselves, be kind to yourselves, continue to work hard, and all the good stuff. And I'll see you next week.